Hi Year 9, Miss Walker here, Head of History. Just doing a very short video just to introduce you to my subject and tell you all the reasons why basically you should be picking it for your GCSE option. So why do I love my subject so much? There is not a subject that is taught at GCSE that is so more varied, brings in more discussion, talks about politics, talks about social change, talks about cultural change, military change, religious change. There is no subject as well that kind of allows you to come up with your own interpretation in such a way as history does. As long as you guys have got knowledge, as long as you guys have read what's in front of you, there is no reason why your opinion on what happened in the past can be wrong. That's what's so brilliant about history, is that it's so diverse. So what do we study here then? So we start off with Russia, and we start in 1894 under Tsar Nicholas II. We watch how he makes an absolute travesty of his country until he is kicked out and ousted in 1917 during the Russian Revolution. We then look at how the Bolsheviks come into power under Lenin, what changes to make the country communist, and then what changes even further under Joseph Stalin. And it's an incredible kind of roller coaster ride with so many secret police, and you see how the lives of the Russian people change so dramatically in that 50-year period. Our second part of the course is to look at the Cold War. So we kind of still follow the USSR, and we look at, again, that kind of really tense military conflict and political war more than anything else between the USSR and the USA. We watch how these two superpowers stand off against each other, taking advantage of proxy wars like Vietnam, like Korea, to kind of actually fight each other, but then also how they just stand off against each other. You look at things like the Berlin Wall, you look at Cuba, and it takes us again on this incredible journey up until 1972. That's paper one. Paper 2, again, is made up of two components. The first component is health and medicine. We study 1,000 years plus of medical breakthrough and medical disasters that have been happening since the time of Hippocrates in ancient Greece. We kind of watch how in certain parts of society, the message and communication of how to improve medicine was really shared, and we look at how in other societies it was really lessened. Until we come up until modern times, and we look at how teamwork, the role of the individual, technology has changed how we think about things in the medical world, and it is absolutely fascinating. We delve into a lot of sources with this one, and we start to work out what maybe the major factor was that has changed medicine so much. The last component that we study is the Normans. We go back to 1065. Forget about 1066, that's the Battle of Hastings, we know, but we have to go before then to see what changed, to see how anyone can vie for the throne of England. We then see the Normans coming to power, we look at the Norman conquest, we look at the changes within the medieval church, we look at castles, we look at the battle plans, we look at the harrying of the north and how he controlled rebels. And then we have a look at a case study, which is more in depth, and that makes up the very final part of your exam. So why history at Ralph Allen? Well, if the topics weren't enough to actually make you think, blimmin' heck, I really want to study that, then think about the team of historians that you've got here. You've obviously got myself, and I'm just awesome, but you've also got Mrs. Hainsworth, Mrs. Perry, who also throw themselves into history just as much as I do, as much as you guys have been doing in your lessons so far this year in Year 9. You've also got to think about the fact that we have historically had amazing results, from the days of A stars all the way up into getting, 18% nines, etc. We have amazing results, we have an amazing team, and more than anything else, we're here for anything that you need. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me, j.walker@ralphallenSchool.com, or just ask me in class, since I teach more than half of you. See you later.